Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is Hedgin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, what did the overnight price action bring us? Well, let's see. The line was pierced, the bottom line of that triangle. Does this mean it's the end of the world? Does this mean Bitcoin will go to zero? No, it doesn't. We are in a correction. And this correction too shall pass. So if this A, B, C, D, E is now invalidated, we now have, as I said, a directional resolution. I notice here that the bottom of this candle is almost precise with the bottom of this candle. I point that out only because this is very interesting and that there are different kinds of triangles. One of the kind of triangle is if I draw a horizontal line across here and I keep that original triangle line right here. This could be a descending triangle, descending right triangle. And it has bearish corrective implications. If this is the case, then we can still have the same labeling of A, B, C, D, E. Here then, we have an A, B, C, D, E, where the E is still sitting on the bottom line, which usually portends the price will have a rising propensity. But the fact that we have what's called a right triangle that is descending, remember we used to see the other kind, where we would see an ascending right triangle. This had bullish implications. But here we have that inverted. We have a descending right triangle. But this will only complete once A, B, C, D, and E are complete. So it's not a complete pattern. And until it completes, I won't give any further discussions. I'm just putting on the table for you to keep it in awareness. If we are now in a directional correction of an ABC, then my support zone of here could be the first landing zone. The second landing zone could be here in this region of support. And the third landing zone could be in this region of support. And obviously, one other area is way down here, this big region of support. And these are probably Fibonacci zones or close to it. Now, if the resolution we have is that this is an ABC, then what I can go and see if I can count the subwaves. What I have here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the subwaves. Now we're doing what's called a zigzag. ABC correction, where the A has 5 subwaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B has 3 subwaves. That'll look like A, B, C. So we have A, B, and now C wave will occur. And that C wave will be in 5. A C wave always happens in 5 waves. And that could look like this. Now that if this is a resolution of direction, we can look for the subwaves to see it for completion. 1, 2, and we are down on wave, starting now on wave 3. 3, 4, 5. This is one direction that it could take on a count-wise, Elliott wave counting mechanism-wise. And if this is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could be in the zone of 83.64. That'll be the first potential landing zone. And this is exactly what I did during the June, July correction and the early fall correction. And picking the landing zones by horizontal levels of support. What I like to now see is how this plays out on the impulse side. So now I'm going to go to the 1 hour and count the subwaves of this 3. I have 1, 2, and the subway of this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is the correct direction, then we could see $9,400. And so far it is impulsing. Overnight it started impulsing. So we have 1, 2, 3 is on its way, 4 and 5. And then we should get a bit of a bounce there for 4 and one more down. Now in an ABC zigzag, one thing is certain. Well, there's no certainty. I'll take that back. One thing is pretty common in that the A, the B, and the C is longer than A. That is why the C has to be below A, the point of A. And if the sellers have enough mojo to bring this down to 83.64, okay. And that means a buying opportunity is coming, not a selling opportunity, not a panic selling up, not to me. To me, my opinion, a buying opportunity is coming where I would ladder in. Let's say I wanted to buy 10 Bitcoins. I would ladder in 2.5 Bitcoins right here in this zone. And then if it goes further down, I would ladder in another 2.5 Bitcoins in this zone. And if you don't understand what I mean by laddering, there is a tutorial video at the end of my blog for laddering. It shows you exactly why and how it can be utilized. So when I say I cast my ladder, I would even ladder my ladder. So here we are, 5, 3, 5. Ready to ladder in. No, I'm not going to buy it here. I'm not going to buy it here. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to buy at the terminal end. I've said this consistently. Terminal end of an ABC correction is the best time to buy. And I'm going to see where that might be by counting my subways, exactly what I just showed you earlier. And this correction too shall pass, just like the fall correction of 2017, just like the June, July correction of 2017. In my humble opinion, this is a correction, and it too shall pass. And it opens up for those of you who have cash at hand. For me, I'm deploying some cash. I initially thought this would be an ABCDE, and I bought laddering a little bit here. If it's now an ABC zigzag, my target is to ladder in here on the first landing zone, and then ladder in here. Now, during the Bitcoin Cash, while it was declining, I was laddering my ladders, and people got very frustrated, and some even were very cynical, insulting. That's fine. I can see how the frustration and the pain of a slow, consistent grinding downward direction could eat away at any person's patience. But I've been doing this for 20 plus years. And I do know that if you ladder in your ladders, once the turn comes, everything gets zipped up into profitability. And that's exactly what happened on my Bitcoin Cash. Go and read about it before the huge rise of Bitcoin Cash. The evidence of my performance is in my blogs. And I have been deadly consistent. My methods, my techniques, my analysis. The best time to buy is at the end of a terminal ABC, terminal end of an ABC correction. Best way to buy is through laddering technique. I even ladder my ladders to different zones. To me, when we are here, it's not time to sell necessarily. It's time to buy. And that's what I'm going to do. So when we get here, my statement will be now is not the time to be taking selling action. now is the time to be taking buying actions. That means now is not the time to be taking panic actions. But now is the time when we are around here to be taking confidence and awareness actions and ladder in a little bit. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. I will send a midday update if required and get back to you. Otherwise, I'll talk to you again tonight.